It is now September here in the homestead of Alma, Missouri, and that means that I can't really do anything because it's raining. Let's go ahead and take the Kubota service truck here into town and do a little bit of an upgrade. And what I mean by upgrade is let's go ahead and sell the bed. All right, now you guys know that I'm not going to leave it like this. Let's go ahead and run around back here to the shop and see exactly what I bought for this thing. I went ahead and picked up a milk tanker right here. Now this thing is going to go perfectly on the back of this. I wasn't using the bed for anything anyway, and I was really only using it to haul around bales. It was kind of sketchy. The truck's a little bit too small to be doing that, so I went ahead and picked up a little bit different service truck here. Got a great gooseneck attachment here in the back. This is going to be the new service truck that I'm going to drive around the farm and for hauling all my bales. And you might be wondering, what is this other 3500 sitting over here? Well, this is going to be the new way that I feed the cows. Got a tipper bed here on the back, and it's going to have some other purposes on the farm. And that means that I'm going to get rid of this setup right here. Now, I'm not too sad to see this thing go because it never really actually did kind of fully what I wanted to do. It was really only a very, very specific one item thing. Now, going forward, we're not going to have a problem. The other truck, it's going to do a lot more. I went ahead and sent the workers back with these two trucks here. I'm going to go ahead and hook up the service truck to the brand new flatbed. Now, I know I've already got another flatbed, but that one's specifically for my bales. This one here, it's going to be a little bit easier to haul around all of my brand new fruits and vegetables and things like that in the brand new greenhouses. And the first thing I'm going to haul with this trailer is some buttered popcorn. We're going to take this over to the restaurant. They're going to distribute it out and have a lot of happy kids right here. And it looks like the worker just got back with a big Siger because we've got to pull this cultivator back to the farm. Once it lets up raining, we're going to go ahead and cultivate the fields a little bit, some of the brand new ones. Then we're going to go ahead and pick up some rocks because we just need to put a little bit of work into those fields before I put any more grain in there or any more seeds. Now, this thing right here is the Case IH Tigermate 255. We've got the 4 rows of the tines back here. I don't have the extra rolling feature on the back. The thing was a little bit more expensive. By the time I got back to the farm, the rain had stopped, so we went ahead and put the Steiger out there in the field. You could barely see it over there on the other side, but that means that now I've got to go ahead and start getting some of these other things going here today. Now, what I did is we tore down the other greenhouses, and I put in some of these right here. The problem is I've got to go ahead and start getting some seeds and some fertilizer and some water over here into these so that we can start making some products or some vegetables. Not doing like oranges or pumpkins or any of that. We're just sticking to the normal crops right here that I don't really have an easy way to be able to harvest out there in the fields. So these are going to be the ones right here that we are going to be able to go ahead and make just a little bit more money here for the farm. And in the wintertime, these things are going to get covered up really nicely. We got some big covers for them. We're going to be good to go. And to put that water into those greenhouses, I've got to go ahead and use my old trusty truck right here to go ahead and fill up out of this point right here. And I've got another spot that I'm going to put it at instead of each one individually. This is not supposed to look like this. The truck started to slide a little bit, and now it's like halfway into the water. So I got a worker on the way with the big Magnum, and hopefully we can get this thing pulled out. Worker showed up with the Magnum, but I totally forgot this thing doesn't have a winch. So we're going to have to take a chain, hook it onto here, and then down there on the frame. And hopefully the frame's sturdy enough because there's a lot of weight back here in the back, and I do not want to bend the chassis on this truck. That is a little bit better. Gonna go ahead and keep the tractor down here in case we need to get pulled out again because it's still on a pretty good slope, but I need to be that close so I can get the water to fill. Over here at the original farm now, and I've got this worker going around checking for rocks because there were quite a few of them that turned up whenever we did the plowing here to increase the field size. So I just wanted to go ahead and make sure that we don't have any more anywhere else around the farm or around this field, and then he's gonna go ahead and start picking all these up. Now that I got the truck completely full, I'm gonna go ahead and unload it here into this awesome tank, and what that's gonna do is it's gonna be able to auto-fill into all of these. Now, we ran some hoses underneath the ground here right in the Special 2 machine last month. Now that I got all the water in the tank, I went ahead and came over here and got some seeds out of our silo. Gonna go ahead and take these back as well and go ahead and be able to use these to increase the productivity of the greenhouses by having the seeds already here on site and having a little bit of fertilizer with the water. I can increase the productivity of those greenhouses, be able to make quite a bit more money. Now that I got the seeds dumped in there, it's time to go grab some fertilizer. I got the greenhouses set up. We are good to go on 3 different crops there. Now it's time to get the Case 8950 and the rock picker out here in this monster of a field. And guys, these rocks are huge. It's going to take quite a while, but I need to get them picked up before I can run the planter in here. Wow, this thing is getting it full really, really fast. Gonna go ahead and dump all of the rocks here by these trees because these trees aren't going anywhere. We're gonna keep them around for quite a while to help designate between the 2 different fields. That my workers don't get confused and go up over into here instead of being over there. Since the medium case is a little bit busy right now, I've gone ahead and brought the bigger Magnum over here with the regular smaller cedar that we had all the way from the beginning of our time here on the farm. I'm going to go ahead and put grass in this field as well. So that means that pretty well all of this, except for the fields that still have soy in them, are going to be grass here really, really soon. I don't think we're going to be able to get any cuts off of them this year because it's September now. I've only got a couple months. I might be able to get like a half cut, but I may just let it grow, and that way we can get the max that we can next spring. I just got a call from one of the neighbors saying, hey man, if you've got that big cultivator already hooked up, you mind hitting my field for me? Yeah, no problem. So we're going to go hit this one over here on the corner. Shouldn't take very long at all. While I was trying to figure out what the next worker was going to do, I realized that I hadn't put any lime on this field yet. So we got the worker out there. This thing is going to be looking perfectly good here on the precision score. That way we can go and get a little bit of an extra boost here. Well, that was easy money. Let's go see how the workers are doing. Well, the workers are doing pretty good, and I've decided I'm going to go ahead and take on another contract here. Going to do a little bit more baling, and then we're going to sell some of the silage. And the reason is because I need to make a little bit more money. We've only got about $94,000 in the bank, and I really got another field that I want to buy. That sure is one big pile of rocks right there. I can't believe that every single one of these came out of this field right here. Now, this is a big field, but guys, I'm going to have to figure out what to do with all these because I've still got these 2 fields over here that are going to need to get rocks out of it too. And then the grass fields over on the other side, they're going to have rocks as well. I'm probably going to have like 3 times this amount. So the work on the big Magnum got done and putting the seeds over there in the ground for the grass. So they're now putting seeds in the ground for barley. That's what they're doing. Started in the middle, working their way out. This tractor here, we're going to go do some baling. Yep, silage bales are on the menu over in field 40. Well, we timed it just about perfectly. The mower is done. The baler is getting to work at making bales. They've got about 22 bales already made. And the Magnum over with the cedar the planter is just about finished as well. We got the entire field planted to barley. Now it's time to take this tractor over, hook it up to the bale collector, and get started collecting about 40 bales. I've got 23 bales here on the collector because I believe that is exactly how many I need to complete the contract. Everything else over there, I'm going to be able to sell for profit. Well, I'm sure you're wondering why the money has gone up and I have 20 bales here on the trailer. Well, the reason is because I accidentally delivered to the wrong place and they paid me for them. So now I collected the other ones that were still in the field. I'm going to go back and collect 3 more out of my inventory and then take them over to the biogas plant. All right, let's try this again. Hey, it worked that time. Contract complete. I made about $2,000 on the extra silage. All right, $376,000 now. Even though I didn't necessarily want to sell the extra 3, it's not gonna hurt me because I've got at least 1 extra field, maybe 2, that I want to get my hands on. I didn't buy 2 fields. I bought 3. Yep, I bought 2 cornfields. This one's one of them right here. And then there's also another canola field down there on the other side of the house. So I'm going to be able to combine a couple of those together. And then this one right here is just going to be out here on its own. The soil type here on this one, oh man, is it prime soil. We've got some big plans here as soon as we get these crops out of the ground. First, I got to spray them so we get a little bit more yield. Well, that's going to be it for today, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like if you would. Make sure to hit subscribe and turn on your notifications to keep up to date on my future videos. While you're waiting on those future videos, go and check out one of these 2 right here. Have a great day, night, evening, everybody. Until next time, this is Driver 53 signing off.